Hello, welcome to my room. Hello, Porby. So, I highly anticipate that waray kita maupay nga signal during our classes. That this happens only on 1 p.m. every Friday of the week. And with that, I made this video to clarify and explain to you what is affidavit. So, in our oral recitation, someone of you or most of you stated affidavit, it is a written sworn statement confirmed by oath or affirmation, and it is used also for evidence as an evidence in the court. And yes, all your answer are all correct. So, ano ba yung affidavit? So, in Tagalog, ang affidavit ay isang sinumpaang salaysay na nagsasaad ng buong katotohanan. Isa itong pampublikong dokumento sapagkat ito ay notaryado ng isang attorney or the notary public. Ginagawa ito to guarantee or you claim the rights that you are telling the truth but nothing but the whole truth. If happen that you intend to give a false information or wrong information in the affidavit, you could be punished with the crime of perjury. Ano ba yung perjury? Punishable under the revised penal code of Article 183, and you could be punished by arresto mayor and prison correctional with the minimum serving sentence of 6 months to 4 months, and the maximum serving sentence of 2 years to 4 months. If you intend to give an information or false information in the affidavit. Right now, I give you circumstances why you make or why a certain individual make an affidavit. For example, there are things which is something important na nawara. Example, your TIN card, your driver's license, your PRC license. And take note class, your TIN card it's only issued by the Internal Revenue since that is a permanent number. Makuri ka mo ito makakuha or maka-retrieve another copy. The best solution for that is you make an affidavit, and that affidavit is affidavit of loss. In the affidavit of loss, we will discuss that later. It is a narrative form. All the details bubutang nimo nga to, all the statement of facts, the details kay ano nawara, when and why or what time are stated there in the affidavit of loss. Another function of affidavit is when you file a case for preliminary investigation to fiscal. So, hindi yan verbally lang na nagagawa. So, it should be in a process of legal forms. That's why you need an affidavit. In the proceedings or the criminal procedures, there are order of examination, diba? If I'm not mistaken, ang pagkasunod-sunod nito ay direct cross-examination and redirect examination and recross examination. So, with that, mapapaikli yung process ng procedures of trial with the use of affidavit. Ganito kasi yung scenario is tatanungin ka ng attorney at sasagot ka, tatanungin ka naman ng attorney at sasagot ka. So in that way, para mapaikli, you could use an affidavit stating the question and answer, your answer to the questions being questioned by you. And then, bibigyan mo ng copy ang iyong opponent before you testify in court, and then iga-affirm mo na lang at sasabihin ka na, do you affirm, I confirm that all stated in judicial affidavit, and then it's time for you, pwede ka nang i-cross examination. So, sa ganong paraan, mapapadali yung proseso with the use of an affidavit. So, hello 4B again. Here's the first part when you write an affidavit. This one, may danga din nakabutang nga Republic of the Philippines and the municipality where you sign the affidavit. And usually, kung napapansin niyo, as you observe, there is an initial small letter SS, which means scilicet. Scilicet, it is came from Latin word sire, which means to know, and licet, which means to permit. SS, it is used to indent or to indicate the venue where it was signed. And after the first part of affidavit, here's the second part, is the title. So, kanina natin example na waran ato TIN card ID or tax identification number. So you would write what form of affidavit you make, and then after the second part, which is the what they call the opening statement, put his or her personal information, and usually read as. So here's the third part after the title. Ano yung third part class? So, I will draw na lang para ma-indicate nga di or mapigam na niyo ko na nung third part. It is the opening statement, which usually read as I, the affiant. Karang signo ng affiant, it is the person who write and sworn the affidavit. Okay, di ba kanina sa I tell you, ang Tagalog ng affidavit ay nakasulat na sinumpaang salaysay. So, kung hino naghihimo or nagsusulat ng sinumpang salaysay, amoy affiant. Example, the affiant is Juan de la Cruz. I, Juan de la Cruz, of legal age, Filipino with resident address, and state the address here kung na taga diin an aki affiant. After duly sworn her by depose and state that, what's next is the body of the affidavit. So it is usually stated in a narrative form. In a narrative form by number of paragraph. So number 1, I will read it to you. Di ba, ang concern natin kanina, nawara nga tin ID. Number 1, that I was issued a tin card by the Bureau of Internal Revenue, and the next is the circumstances, where and when, how, paano nawara. So that on 31st of October 2021, at about 11:11 in the morning, while I was on the vicinity at work, I noticed that the aforesaid tin card was missing. The next, kung ano nawawara. Third is that the tin card is considered lost. And fourth is that then I exerted effort searching the said tin card went not. For example, that I am executing this affidavit to attest the truth of the statement for whatever legal purpose it may duly serve. And after the last paragraph or last sentence, amin nga word, border affiant say it not. Gingagamit iniya as una pa nga panahon or centuries ago, or it is a centuries old statement that's still used in legal documents, means that the affiant has nothing further to say. So the end of the paragraph na, di ba, number 5. So after the paragraph or the body, it is almost done, but may gina-attach pa na legal document after the affidavit. It is what we call jurat. Jurat, very familiar word, no? Because it is a Latin word which means to know, to swear or take an oath. It is a written certification at the end of the sworn affidavit made by an officer who administer an oath to the affiant. Naghimo talaga ni notary public or the attorney. So in jurat, it stated there that subscribed and sworn to before this 1st of November 2021 na Balbiliran, Philippines, affiant exhibiting to his PRC license number 0110303 and the company ID BIPSO 555 as a competent evidence and identity. So, kailangan natin mag-attach at least 2 documents or 2 IDs to ensure or to have a competent evidence and identity. So, kung mapapansin niyo, may dangadi document number, may page number, and book number. So, nga naging bubutang ko na nga document number, ang ginpasa, and then what page, 1 or 2 or 3, and the book. Usually, in notary public, there is a book nga kailangan i-register ang mga naabot nga documents basically to have a record and the series of 2021 kung ano nga year. So, amin in notary public. Example na niya. And that's how you make an affidavit attached with jurat. Mahabol. So, when we hear the jurat, it is not a very familiar word since it came from Latin word jurare, which means swear or take oath, for the information of everybody. So, kita unta kanina ang outlook kung ano natin ginpinan-highlight, diba? The first part is the Republic of the Philippines. May nakabutang nga SSS, which means scilicet. The title, amo na ni kanina natin ginhimo. And the opening statement, the body, which is in narrative form, a number of paragraph or sentence, and then further affiant say it not, which means that the affiant has nothing further to say, and then the next is this, and the name of the affiant, and the jurat. So, ano yan affidavit. Right now, pwede na ka mo mag-imon affidavit. I-follow lang ninyo nga instruction. Ako ni closer. This is 720p resolution.